This story starts in 2009 with the Great Recession, when the housing bubble collapsed, the auto industry crashed, the stock market cratered, and the hospitality industry struggled mightily. As economic failures compounded nationwide, Illinois legislators bet big on video gambling to help fund $31 billion in much-needed capital projects. With the Video Gaming Act signed into law that year, making licensed video gaming terminals, VGTs for short, legal in Illinois.
When video gaming came to Illinois, we were featured in this magazine, Crane's Business, and the headline said it was the hottest game in town.
Jesse's Tavern in Chicago's southwest suburbs is a trailblazer in the world of Illinois video gaming.
4 or 5 times a week I'm here at lunchtime playing the machines, eating a great lunch, and hopefully win some money.
It was one of the first places in all of Chicagoland to get the games.
You know, we were so excited to get these machines because it was so tough after the recession. The joy of being able to know we were going to stay open, and this was our future, and it still is.
We were one of the first establishments in Illinois to have video gaming.
Downstate in Springfield at Godfather's Pizza, Mike Mansour was able to leverage the success of VGTs into seed money to purchase a struggling franchise chain, Do Chili.
Do Chili had been around here since 1909. It was a legendary outlet, and it was getting ready to close. And because of video gaming and the success we've had with it, we were able to buy that company, reinvest, and it went from 1 location and 3 employees to now 3 locations and 80 employees. And that would not have happened if it weren't for video gaming.
When I started here at the Illinois AFL-CIO in 2008, we were in the depth of a recession, and the Capitol Bill of 2009 with the video gaming primed the pump to put thousands of workers building roads and bridges and buildings, vertical construction in Illinois.
When video gaming passed, it was a much needed revenue stream, an important revenue stream. But when you look back in 2009 when we were coming off the recession, similar to where we're at today, looking for new revenues so that we could provide infrastructure improvements, whether it's fixing our bridges, our roads, providing broadband access throughout Illinois. Video gaming has provided that.
Under Illinois law, VGTs are legal at licensed establishments including bars and taverns, truck stops, even veteran halls. Every dollar spent on video gaming in the state gets shared among the licensed establishment, the state of Illinois, and the municipality where the VGTs are located, funding large portions of the Capitol Bill and thousands of additional projects across the state. We view it as a perfect public-private partnership. As the video gaming industry has matured and evolved, so has the working relationship between the government and the industry.
This revenue stream has been the most consistent and reliable stream of revenue for infrastructure that we've had in this state for the last 10 years.
Jahan Gordon Booth has represented her Peoria district in the Illinois General Assembly since 2009, the year VGTs were legalized. She says she has witnessed the positive impact of VGT statewide as one of the highest-ranking Democrats in the Illinois House, but also on a local level, with VGT revenue even helping to fund the bridge where this interview took place.
What you see behind us right now is a $54.7 million infrastructure package. That should not be overlooked. $54.7 million is not money that we in the city of Peoria have lying around. If it were not for the video gaming revenue, this incredibly important economic engine called the McCluggage Bridge, this project simply wouldn't be happening if it weren't for video gaming.
Neither might the construction of other critically important capital improvement projects in Peoria, partly funded by video gaming revenue. $25 million for Main Street redevelopment, $15 million for Peoria riverfront development, $5 million for improvement to the aging Peoria Public Stadium, $3 million for improvements at a shuttered urban primary school, and more than $500,000 for renovations to a building where a nonprofit hosts after-school programs for children. There's essentially a never-ending list of infrastructure projects employing skilled labor across Illinois, funded by video gaming in virtually every corner of the state.
Video gaming has been incredibly important to filling the gaps for our infrastructure projects around the state. From as far north as Chicago down to Cairo, east to west, and every community in between.
The windfall of video gaming in Illinois cannot be overstated. All told, the 1,100 municipalities with VGTs have received a share of more than $632 million since VGTs rolled out in the state. Whether you're the tiniest of Illinois towns or the city of Chicago, video gaming money is helping to pay your bills. On top of that, even in communities where video gaming does not exist, such as Chicago, hundreds of millions of dollars of VGT revenue are being invested in these communities for capital improvement projects, including the Chicago Fire Department, Chicago Public Schools, and Chicago Public Parks.
The VGT money is directly responsible for a lot of the public works projects you see here in this state today. Those dollars, along with the other dollars we've raised and the bonds that we have raised with those dollars, are now funding one of the biggest capital bills in the country. And you put that together with the federal money, this state is going to be in great shape for decades to come.
Jim Sweeney is the President Business Manager of Local 150 International Union of Operating Engineers. He says organized labor is very grateful for the employment opportunities created by VGTs.
We all know what VGT is, but for us here at the Operating Engineers, it's been JJJ, job, job, jobs.
This is a great time to be an operating engineer, especially in public works. I came from the public works sector. It is one of the proudest things that you can do is to be able to help your community, but not only help your community, but be a face of your community. So that way the people that look like you can see you doing this work as an operating engineer.
I do sewer and water excavations, so I'm usually on a excavator or a track loader.
Lexis Stepanovich is a fourth-generation operator in her family. Her goal is to take over the family's construction business, a goal she feels confident she can achieve given the heavy load of municipal projects available in Illinois.
I am always telling people when they see me driving by in a machine, I'm always honking and waving at the little girls because it makes them so happy to see someone just like them and let them know that they can do exactly what I'm doing.
Union members all over the state are aware of what video gaming does to create these good union-paying jobs in the state of Illinois, and they will continue to support video gaming to keep those jobs.
The financial boon of video gaming to Illinois is indisputable, with more than $4 billion in revenue generated since the inception of the program, including $895 million in the last fiscal year alone. There is nothing like this funding formula in all of America.
In 2009, the Illinois legislature did a great thing. It passed video gaming. Bringing in anything that would challenge video gaming is basically killing the golden goose. And why would anyone want to do that?
But that's exactly what seems to be in the works, and it boils down to two words: internet gaming. This even though VGTs are the highest grossing source of tax revenue from the gambling industry in Illinois, generating more money annually than the Illinois lottery, more than sports wagering, and more than all casinos combined.
Right now we're in a high inflationary time. Right now, we need video gaming because it's a reliable revenue source for our members. iGaming would have people in their homes, on their phones. We don't want iGaming to kill the revenue source for the state and for our businesses.
So internet gaming will kill the hospitality industry, especially for the bars and restaurants. Pulling people out of our bars and restaurants not only will take revenue from us independent owners, but it's also going to crush the job market in a state that's already seeing jobs leaving Illinois.
If it were to come to pass, it would probably close us. We'd be done. We rely on the extra revenue from the gaming to keep our employees employed, to help us with the bottom line, and to make all the improvements that we need to make to keep a successful business running.
We're talking about bringing in another industry, an industry that's going to tax gaming dollars at 12%, where video gaming is taxed at 34%. Why would you want to trade 12% for 34%? That would make no sense.
The concern? Internet gaming, or iGaming for short, would be owned and operated by out-of-state enterprises that would shift gambling dollars away from local bars and restaurants in Illinois. iGaming revenue is distributed nationally, even internationally, while the majority of video gaming revenue gets redistributed right here in Illinois.
If iGaming were to come into play in Illinois, we don't know where that revenue would go. Whereas the legal video gaming revenue, that stays right here in our communities, in our businesses.
My concern would be with internet gaming that once those dollars are spent, poof, the money's gone. We'll never see those dollars reinvested into our community.
It would gut the hospitality industry as we know it here in Illinois. Do you want to be responsible for that?
We look at it like Amazon compared to brick and mortar retailers here in our communities. And when you buy something on the internet, the money is just gone, and who knows where it goes. Where if you go to a mom and pop store, especially has a video gaming terminal, that's a local business person that supports the community.
For the 8,000 small businesses that operate video gaming in Illinois and depend on its revenue, the stakes could not be any higher for the General Assembly to oppose internet gaming.
Internet gaming will kill this post, and that is not fair to our veterans.
American Legion Post 809 in Springfield, with its 160 members from all branches of the military, is synonymous with camaraderie and cocktails. The video gaming terminals here provide more than half of all annual operating revenue to the post, providing entertainment to the veterans.
It's relaxing, it's a lot of fun, and sometimes I win.
But also a financial lifeline to the men and women here who protected the American way of life.
If they need like emergency fund, or if there's a death of a veteran, we have like bereavement funds that we give. As veterans, most of us are older age and you just don't have money hanging out our pockets to give away and stuff. So thanks to these video games, it helps provide, the extra boost or oomph that we need.
It's support that's now desperately needed, with the 1-2 punch of the pandemic shutdown in 2020 closing restaurants in the state, and the rise of inflation in 2022, severely challenging the Illinois hospitality industry. The average licensed VGT establishment in Illinois makes slightly less than $80,000 annually from video gaming.
I love my bar. I love my bar. So any help that I can get is welcome.
Clarendon Rodriguez bought her bar in 2018 in downstate Auburn, Illinois. Population 4,600. She says video gaming revenue gives her an edge because it's challenging enough for her to be a bar owner.
It's really hard being in a small town, being a woman, and then being a minority on top of that. So it's just nice. It's nice to have a little extra little help.
For the sake of our independent bars and restaurants in Illinois, we need to protect video gaming.
Video gaming is so important to the lifeblood of Illinois, from the jobs to the economic reinvestments. I'm certainly going to do what I can in my power to protect video gaming.
Let's stand behind good union jobs, and let's stand behind video gaming in the state of Illinois.
For the sake of the veterans in Illinois, please protect these video games.
We need to protect our jobs in Illinois, and that means protecting our video gaming.